Hello everybody, welcome back to another episode of Infinity Evolved Expert Mode. My name is Brink, and as you can see, I'm at a Draconic Evolution meteor, or meteorite. I don't know what they call this. It's my first experience with Draconics. I haven't dealt with it before, even though it's been in a couple of the packs that I've played in, but it only occurred to me recently to get into it because there are some things that are endgame level that I will have to get into at one time or another. So I figure let me start my collection now before all the meteors get looted here at the end. So what I'm doing is entering into the core because I've done all the exterior, and there seems to be an iron ball here. I'm calling it an iron ball, but actually that is real life. That is not what's going on in Minecraft here. There's a clump of obsidian toward the front of the meteor, and there's the tail. I've gone through all of this. There's still some nitpickings to do. As you can see, there's one right here that I missed. But it's hard to pick at these because it's inevitable that you look around and you accidentally see an Enderman, so you can't really turn your pickaxe too fast, or you'll actually look at some Enderman. And so I'd have to break the blocks that they're under. If I see that they're aggro, I break the blocks and let them go into the void and let them meet their doom there. But there are some inaccessible places where I can't get to that I have to break obsidian. And that's the only thing that's, the main obstacle of this. But as you can see, you have to dig through some of these things in order to access the inner core. And that's where you'll find a lot of this Draconic. For example, I went through, and for example here, I'll show you. I can go through where toward the ball, the iron ball in the center, and you can go caving in here and actually get lost, get yourself lost in here. It's not that big, but what I'm saying is you can dig quite a ways away into this core and get a lot of Draconic ore, and you don't want to miss any of this because actually, from what I understand, we're going to need thousands, literally thousands of these things toward endgame. And so one of the things that I'd like to do, and I brought my Silk Touch with me here, was to pick some of the actual ore. Now this turned out to be amethyst, it fooled me there. But there is this ore, and I thought I had another. No, that was it. So what I'd like to do is go ahead and put it into the mass fabricator and see if UU matter will reproduce it. And so we're going to head back after I pick at all of this and see if we can do that. Well, I've tried each one of these and they don't go in. I've tried putting them in directly, and you can do it with a torch because it can be scanned. So that proves that these two are not reproducible. So I'm stuck with it. I'll have to break it. Let's see how many we can get. Hopefully 4. Yeah, looks like 4. Ooh, we got 10. I didn't know we can get that much. At any rate, so I picked up some more iridium. I only really needed about 15 or 20, but I left it running while I went to the end, and it turned out with 64. It got capped off. Anyway, this was full. The tank was in the bottom lower level. We're going to get to a point where we're going to have so much iridium or UU matter that I'm going to need to put a drum on this, and it'll probably be down below where the pipe is. If we take a look down here the way I wired it, out of the mass fab right here, we have this liquid transfer, or translocator is what it's called, and it's just feeding the liquid that the mass fab produces and sends it over to this tank. This tank is connected to that tank up there that you saw earlier. So what we can do is probably store some drums underneath here, so it'll feed the drum and feed the replicator where we need it to. Let's put this back, and we'll take our 64 iridium, and I will show you a little bit of an update. I'm not going to spend too much time on updates today because we got to get a lot of work done. You'll notice that I've built another couple of these ultimate hybrid solar panels. I only need one more, and then we can go for the super fantabulous monster beast of the highest level EU solar panel producer. That's a big word. Anyway, so I built a couple more of these pods, and I'm going to call my my base is something having to do with pods, because I like the shape of it. It looks like a button, like a, I don't know if you've seen the smart, what's it called, staples, button, push, that type of thing. So we're gonna put these in here, and we'll start the craft, and we'll do other things, but I'm gonna get another one going, and we'll have our 8th, and this should be enough for everything we need. Oh, we're missing rubber, and we're missing iridium ingots. So let's grab the iridium, and we'll make 8 of them. I think that's what it called for. Let's break away into here, and we'll go to the compressor and leave that running. Meanwhile, what I can do to get a quick number of rubber, if we can get, this one has fortune, even though it has silk, but here's the deal with the silk broadaxe. It doesn't burn the rubber trees, so you get the full rubber back, the rubber log, and the rubber drops, so it doesn't really affect it. And we have more than enough here, so we can put these back, and we'll grab our iridium. It should be made into an ingot, and then we can head back and start the craft, and then we'll start on something else. Let's see how this is doing. On the last one. Okay, let's grab that, move that out of the way, and let's head back. Right here. Okay, let's start the craft. Let's throw this stuff in there, though. The craft is solar panel, ultimate hybrid, do. Oh, it's missing something. Still missing something. More rubber. Oh, 115. I thought it was less. Okay, so let me get that cooking. I'm going to have to broadaxe some more rubber, and then I'll be back. Alright, it's definitely something doable. We can go ahead and get this going. Oh yeah, it started. Alright, so we're going to get to that, and then at the end we'll combine all 8 to make that super high tier one. Let's take a look at it. It's this one, the Quantum Solar Panel. And I think it produces 4,000 EU per tick and transfers as much as 8,000, which the fiber, the glass fiber, that's max. I don't think it can handle any more than that. But we're going to need one of these quantum cores again. And boy, these are hard to make. They take a lot of work. Oh, we do need some more iridium. Oh boy. I thought this was a microchip that goes between it. I wonder if they changed the recipe recently, because I thought it was a microchip. I'm pretty sure about it. Anyway, some other things I want to do while we're waiting for that. I want to get something going here. We built a planter earlier when I needed a 3x3, and I tore it apart to build, let's see, do I have any conduits? I tore it apart to build a bigger one, and we have a filter here we could use. Let me see. We need a tesseract, yeah. I don't have one there. Let's see if I have a tesseract. I do. And so we have some conduits here. We can grab these. Yeah, let's go ahead. So I've designated this area going to be for my tree farm, and maybe other plants also. Maybe some sugarcane is. There's a lot of recipes that require sugarcane. I've measured this enough so that we can put it right smack dab against this wall. And notice there's no portal exit through this wall to the other side of this, because I think what we can do is run the wires to go up to a second floor, and on the second floor we could probably put our animals. And I don't know that we need a whole lot of animals, so I'm not too sure I'm going to be doing that. Anyway, let's place this in the center, and maybe the planter, we can smackety-smack it down here, and yep, that'll be good. We can actually cover it. It's not an issue for us to cover it. I don't have a block to cover it though. Do I have a block here? Looks like I don't. So you know what? I'll just use the abyssal. That's fine. It doesn't have to see dirt. It'll plant anywhere within range. And I've made some upgrades, some range upgrades, so that we can use the whole terrain there. Upgrade. Yeah, I made 2 of the maximum, which are the emeralds. They're the maximum distance you can have for your harvester. And we're going to have to unbury this again and access this to place one of these. Notice that they are powered. One thing I forgot to mention. Ooh, where did the other one go? I guess I didn't grab it. They are powered because from under here I made a wireless charger. And so now we have our jetpack always being charged. Anything with RF flux batteries on us will always be charged. And while I had the planter and the harvester on me, they were charged, as well as the fact that they were being used a couple of weeks ago. Let's see, what were we getting now? Ah, yes, the other upgrade. Yes, here it is. I guess I only grabbed one at a time. Here we go. Oops, went too fast. Let's put that in there. Okay, so now this will reach all over the place. Let's, you know, I've had trouble putting tesseracts behind here. Oops. If I place it back here, sometimes it works fine, sometimes it doesn't. So I think for this one, what I'm going to do instead, I'm going to place it under like this. That should work. And then I'll conduit from below. Let's see if we can put one of these. Yeah, you know what? I'm going to put it up here instead. And I'll show you why in a second. Let's extract again. This is going to be insert. And this will be extract. Yeah, always out. Now, we're going to connect to the planter straight across here. Right there. Okay, let's tear apart this and that. Now, we'll put a high priority on the saplings. Insert high priority. I need a rubber sapling, though, to do this. And we'll put it here. Let's... The other thing I need is some power. So I'm going to connect the power to go straight down from here. There probably is a better way to do it now that I think about it. This conduit system that I'm doing right here looks kind of cumbersome. I'm sure there's a better or a shortcut that I could have used. But one thing though, I'm sure it will work, so that's not an issue. Anyway, let's grab one of the saplings and... Glad I have a super fast jet. We have plenty of saplings. And let's put it into the filter. Right here. And now, right there. Oh, let's grab one. Let's see, it goes here. Okay, and the rest, we'll put it inside the planter so I can start planting. It'll take a sweet time. Did I put it on insert though? I did. Yep, I did. And we'll go up and it should be planting. Something's holding it up from planting though. And let me just check to see if this is set correctly. This is set to energy receive and item sending. That is perfect. Not sure. So this is operating to grind. Let's see if the planter is operating to plant. It is operating. So why doesn't it see the dirt? Oh, it did. Okay, it started. There it goes. It just takes a while, I guess. It's going through these empty spots and it can't find a way to plant it. So it found some locations where it could plant and it started. Fine. All right, so soon enough, we will have plenty of rubber go into our ME system. And let's go ahead and check this solar panel. And it's done. Okay, so we have this. We can go ahead and grab the others. Before I do, though, I think I better make sure that I have enough iridium to make the other components. Because if not, then I don't want to tear apart those solar panels yet. I want to leave them on. In fact, I may want to plant this one down just to make more power over there. So let me make the other components for the quantum. And it's going to be the core. We're going to build another one of these quantum cores like we did in a previous episode where it took forever to build one of these for the controller for the applied energistics. Guys, it's been one whole day and I want to show you what I've done as far as progress off camera. I had to wait for glowstone because I ran out. So what I did instead was destroy the entire previous structure for the witch farm and brought the other spawner here. I may actually get another two because we need a lot of glowstone and I ran out. So that held me up for a while and that's why I took one day. This is a day later. I've also covered the cables up. But as you can see, we're getting a lot of witches now. We got a lot of glowstone going on up in here. Let's take a look. This is, again, about maybe 20 hours later. We got 1,000. As well as, I'll show you the progress on the rubber, 4,000. And it's going up too fast, so I'm going to have to kill it because we don't need this much. And when we want to, we can always reactivate it. But yeah, this is just too much rubber. I think the farm is just way too big. It doesn't have to be the full thing. I can keep the emerald upgrade. That's not the issue. All I got to do is just maybe place torches wherever I don't want them to spawn, so I can take one corner of this place. Oh, by the way, I keep forgetting to mention, every clip that I do, I keep trying to remember to mention this. Grok pranked me with a slime dirt pylon, or star, I guess. A little duck told me you are out of blue slime dirt. Well, yeah, I'm sure a lot of people are out of it because nobody wants it. I'm going to keep it up here for a while. But anyway, so what I can do is maybe take one little section, one of these quadrants. You'll notice there's 4 quadrants here. I'll take one quadrant for rubber trees, and then one for sugar cane, I think I'll do. Another one, I can't imagine what else I'll need. I'll be needing them for witchery soon enough, but not anytime soon. So what I'm going to do for now is probably use this tesseract for something else. Let this pick up, and I will remove the saplings so that none get planted beyond what's being planted now. You know what? After this is done, I'm just going to clear out the place, because this looks kind of... And also, this will probably spawn mobs up here because it's not bright, it's not lit up. So I'll do that off camera. Anyway, let's get back to work now. Let's go over here. Oh, I love that this jetpack is so fast. One of the things I want to do before we get on to one of our bigger builds... Oh, you know what? We got to do the quantum first. That's what I was doing last, and we were building this core, and we should have everything we need. Oh, what is it we're missing? The enriched scenarium. I can make that. Enriched scenarium. Yeah, so it's 4, I believe. I hope I'm making the right thing. 1, 2, 3, 4. And quantum core. Ah, yes, we can make it. Awesome. All right, so now we can make that. Oh, we need the other solars. Yeah, I have this fully charged, so we can do that. Let's go and grab that. We can super fly over to our... Somebody corrected me in the last episode. This is not called a chimney. It's called something else. Don't remember the name of it now. But they used analytical terms to explain how a reactor actually works. Go check it out on his comment. And there is a name for that. Well, I'll call it chimney for now because I don't remember the correct name for it. But we'll spread the juices out. And let's see. We have our quantum solar. Awesome! I'm going to smack this guy right there. And you can hear that the mass fab is struggling to keep up. But now that I placed it, we should be good. I'm going to connect this glass fiber straight down and get rid of these stragglers on the side. Yeah, let's go off the side over here. Like that. Right there. Now let's check this guy out. So, 8,000 output. Oh, it's generating 4,000. Okay, so this produces 4,000. The ME glass fiber, I'm sorry, ME. This is the glass fiber from IC2. Produces something, or can pass 8,000 EU per tick. But Hypnotize told me that you can, in this pack, it seems that it's passing more, that it's unlimited. So you can place like an infinite amount of these quantums on one strand of glass fiber, and it'll pass it all. As far as he's seen, and as far as you can see on his episodes, he's been putting more than 30, close to 40 of them, and they've all been producing and increasing with every one he adds. So it seems like there is no limit on there. So that's good. I'm going to have to recharge that guy. Alright, there's something else I wanted to do real quick before we get on to our build. And I'll try to go as quickly as possible. But I had this idea that, let's see, do I have any blocks on me? I may need some blocks. Let's grab some blocks out of the ME system. Let's see. Yeah. Okay, so I had this idea to work on this bridge. There's something that I've been wanting to do for a few seasons now. It's an idea that I have with these slope edges. And this is the reason why we're putting these bridges here, which we don't need. I mean, I could have built this pod right next to this pod so that it's a doorway into it. But this bridge it's only because of this idea that I've had in my mind that I've been wanting to do to see if we can do it. And that's exactly what I was looking for. I think, you know, the idea was two-dimensional. I didn't think about this, that it's 1 block thick. Because I wanted it to wrap around the bridge. So you can see it like that. Let's see if we can get these blocks across. And you'll have a better idea of what I'm talking about. Trying to give you a visual of what's in my brain as far as the idea that I have. But I'm thinking of sort of like a clamp. Like if you can imagine your hand in the shape of a letter C, clamping around this bridge. And so I got the top part correct, but that's not really what I wanted for the bottom part. We'll figure something out. But what I want now is some inverted lamps, something bright. And I know that when you put it on carpenter block, it loses its shine, so it doesn't shine anymore. We have this white, but really I want red because it'll go with the rest of the motif. We're gonna need this dye. I'll just make a few of them. I don't want to shift click because I know I have thousands of these rose reds, and you know, I want to conserve the glowstone that we have. Don't know how many we'll need, but I do have a limited amount of redstones, so I'll shift click that definitely. And we'll see how this look. I know it loses its shine when we're on carpenter blocks. Like right now you can see that it shines, and it does give off light when it's like that. But when you place it on carpenter blocks, you lose it. You see how dull it is? But it does look pretty good, and I think it goes well with the rest of the motif. The red, like I said in a previous episode, is not going to be this redstone block. It's a different block that we're going to need from another magic mod. A magic mod, and I haven't explained yet because I'm hoping nobody steals my idea on the server, so I want to keep it quiet for a little while. But there's a nice red block that I want to use, and I'm hoping to use it on my base, but I don't want it to seem like I'm copying them because I want to use the block. So I gotta wait for that till I can get to that magic level. But I think it looks pretty good. Against the black, it really stands out. Now, another thing we can do is probably, instead of this, we could probably take a sampling of this and see how it looks. If we used a full block on that section there, we should have used a different tool. We're at 60% here. It's taking a while. It may have been the carpenter's hammer, which will get rid of it, or maybe the axe, actually. I think, correct me if I'm wrong, but I think the axe would work. Now here's the problem. This does light up, and that is an issue because, let's see how by how much it lights up. And let's get rid of this. Now we're going to use the axe just to see if that works. I have a hatchet, and that's what I meant actually, not an axe. Let's see if it makes a difference. It does make a difference. So these lights do light up or illuminate the bridge above here. So it must be going through the carpenter block, because I know that these carpenter wedges are actually taking a hitbox that's covering the bridge. But apparently the light that comes from on the other side of it does illuminate the top of the bridge. So that may be a way to light this place up. The other easier way is just for me to get rid of the middle block and put a carpenter square block here and then just glowstone it up. But anyway, that's interesting to note. Now, I'm not sure I want to use this because it does look different. It doesn't look too good. Boy, I wish I could keep this illuminated because I would really love to have this part of it illuminated. Anyway, that's neither here nor there. Somewhere else, and I'm not sure exactly where. So let's place this in the center and get on with the rest of our episode. So we've done a lot of stuff, and one of the main things I want to do for this episode, as you notice from the top of the episode, actually I moved this over to here, but we don't need that many, so I'm just going to take a few. Let's see, I only think I need 4. Let's cook this up, and this will be the first time I'm cooking this up. I haven't dealt with anything draconic at all, like I said in the beginning of the episode. So we're going to get some draconic ingots coming back to us. I placed it in one of the smelters that didn't have an octatic capacitor, so it's going to take a while. But there it goes. Now, to deal with draconics, we need, and I keep calling it draconics, I don't think that's the correct name for it. There is a manual that we need to get, and I think it's this one, Draconic Evolution Information Tablet. And I think we can read this, but we'll take a look. So, knowledge to the max. Oh yeah. Let's take a look. So this is the manual. Here we go. Alright, so what I want to do is work with tools, and I think this is it, but let's just take a quick roundabout here and see. Charm of Dislocation is really actually what I'm looking for. I thought it would be under a tab called Tools. Because I looked at the wiki directly for the website, not on a third-party wiki. But the Tolkien Craft is the name of the mod maker, I guess, or their company. You have managed to infuse the powers of the End with your knowledge of the Draconic. Oh, so they use it as a noun. To create a basic teleporter, but at a cost. The energies binding them are unstable and only last for 10 uses, and will take some of your life energy with each use. It can only be linked to a single location. But works across dimensions. That is awesome, no limits. Once used up, you must create a new one. And that wouldn't be too much of an issue, because from here, we can actually create something called the Enhanced Charm of Dislocation. And I don't know if we can back up to it, but pretty simple. This is just a lot of blaze rods, 9 of them in a crafting table. This is just seared ender pearls. It doesn't even involve the tin, the shiny, and you know, the silver, or what is it? Is it the silver? I don't remember. Yeah, it's silver. It only involves the pearls. This is just smelted pearls. There are 9 of them. Let's see. No. 1 bucket's worth is 4. So each one of these, I think, is 4 of them. So that's 16. If not, it's not an issue. Ender pearls, I can get plenty. I have no limit on that. Now let's take a look at this. What is this? Wyvern Core is the name of that item. Is this it? No. Let's take a look at NEI and look at Wyvern or Wyvern. I don't know what the correct pronunciation is. Oh, Vibrant Alloy we can do. A Fluxed Electrum, I have some extras. Thaumium, I have found some. I haven't done Botania yet, but I do have plenty of Mana Steel that you find in those Thaumcraft little ruins or around the terrain generation. So these things are not an issue. And I think I have like 4 or 5 more Nether Stars available. If not, I can easily kill more. That's not an issue. Let's take a look at this. We need 4 of these. And, okay, so we're going to need 16 of these Draconium ingots. Plenty of gold I have and diamonds. So this is definitely doable. Let me see if I can get this together. So with these 3, I think I have all that I need. Let's head back and we'll assemble the rest. I did the blazing blocks already. It's just blaze rods crafted in 9, so very simple. There they are. Alright, let's put this in and see if we can make this. Charm of Dislocation coming right up. Oh, we needed the center part. And I made these 4. We should have everything we need. There it is. Alright, and now this guy. So there we are. Enderman got nothing. Oh yeah. So I don't know how this works. I guess I gotta set a location. And I'll set this as my location for coming in. No, you know what? Maybe I should get a little closer to the ME, because when coming back I usually use the ME system. Don't want to spawn in too close just in case there's a creeper that blows up, but this should be fine. So I'm guessing shift click. Teleporter bound to here. Good. Now if I go far away and I left click maybe? No, it's right click. Yep. Oh wow. Awesome. So it took a use. And even if I were to put ender pearls in my person, I don't think that would help, because you can't fuel this one. This one is just a temporary use, and you know, I don't even want to try it because I'm very sure of it, and I need to save the uses on this. So I'm going to keep it in a safe place and put it in here in case I ever go very far off or go into another dimension and I can't find a portal back. But yeah, that'll be for emergency's sake. And then we'll move up to the enhanced portal, or Charm of Dislocation, where I can recharge it with pearls, as long as I have a pearl inside my possession. Yeah, we're going to get into Draconics. We're going to do a lot of stuff with it, and that's coming up in future episodes. So guys, if you like any part of this episode, hit the like button. And if you want to see more, hit the subscribe button. Thank you for watching, and I will catch you all next time.